Hi, this is Randy Whitehouse for SGA Varsity and SunJournal.com, and we're at the Academy Hill School in Wilton, the former home of Wilton Academy, and this is a new practice home of the Mount Blue Cougars, who, due to extensive renovations at Mount Blue High School, are practicing at a new field and will be playing their home games at a new field, Kemp Field, which is the recreation complex in the town of Farmington, just down the road from the high school. It's not the only changes for the Cougars this year. They're moving to the Pine Tree Conference Class B. And we went inside with the rain. They're practicing inside and talked with head coach Gary Parlin and players Isaiah Tracy and Cam Senek about the new era at Mount Blue. What have you told the kids to expect from their new conference this year?
Well, we told them, it's just like any football. You play week to week. You said that right now, we know a lot about Brewer because we've been playing them. But after that, we don't play anyone on our schedule that we've played the last couple of years, with the exception of Levitt. But that was a scrimmage, and so we plan on. We're not going to know a lot of things about certain teams, but they're not going to know a lot about us either. So, you go out, you prepare for each opponent, and football is week to week. I mean, you don't worry about your season. You just try to get yourself to the playoffs, and hopefully you're playing well at that time.
Just, 4 starters back on offense this year?
4 starters on offense, but we have a lot of guys on our offense and defensive units that were the backups and got on the field last year a lot. They just weren't considered the starters, and we had an outstanding JV team, which is the basis of our whole offensive line, and we feel really comfortable. We have 20 seniors on the team, and all of them are contributors, and so we really feel that we have some good experience and some good leadership.
Obviously, expectations would have been high going into Class A this year if you guys have been still in that league, and so they're probably amped up even more in Class B this year. How do you guys handle those expectations going into the season and not getting too far ahead of yourselves?
Well, it's funny because all the kids, at the end of the season, they come and meet with me. We do like an exit meeting or whatever they would call it, would be the fancy term for it. But they have to write down, and at that time, they had no idea what conference they were going to be in. And all of them, especially the seniors, we want to win a state championship. And, we haven't been in a position the last probably 3 or 4 years, talent-wise, depth-wise, to make that a realistic goal. But, that's all the seniors mean. We want to not only get to the state championship game, we want to win it. And that was, as I say, that was before we had any idea what conference we were going to be in.
Awesome. Thanks, Gary. Appreciate
Welcome.
it.
Thanks. About us either. So, you go out, you prepare for each opponent, and football is week to week. I mean, you don't worry about your season. You just try to get yourself to the playoffs, and hopefully you're playing well at that time. And we had an outstanding JV team, which is the basis of our whole offensive line. And we feel really comfortable. We have 20 seniors on the team, and all of them are contributors, and so we really feel that we have some good experience and some good leadership. All of them, especially the seniors. We want to win a state championship, and we haven't been in a position the last probably 3 or 4 years, talent-wise, depth-wise, to make that a realistic goal. But that's all the seniors mean. We want to not only get to the state championship game, we want to win it. And that was, as I say, that was before we had any idea what conference we were going to be in.
We're here with senior wide receiver and defensive back Cam Senek. And Cam,
we have high hopes, high expectations, especially moving down to Class B, and we were planning on being contenders in Class A, and now that we're Class B, we hope to still do the same, and that's what we expect to do. Keeping us level-headed, calm, motivated. So as long as we keep doing what we're doing, working hard, we should be able to compete. Our offensive line, our defensive line, we're gonna, as always, we're gonna have to see how they do. And they're doing really well. They have they're amazing athletes. They're big, strong. They just need to, we'll have to see how they do under pressure.
We're here with senior running back and defensive back Isaiah Tracy. And Isaiah?
We're really excited to meet new teams and to compete with them and see how we are in a new league. But couple teams we have seen before in middle school, so we know a little bit of what they're going to be like. But we're excited. We're hoping that we could dominate this league and get us a championship. They're going to be seeing a lot of depth and a lot of speed. I think that's what we have an advantage over other teams is it's with speed. Not a lot of us are very big guys, so what we lack in size, we make up with speed.
The Cougars finished 7-3 last year and narrowly lost to Bangor in the Eastern A semifinals. They were projected to be one of the top contenders in the top tier of the PTC before the move to Class B was announced. And they are the most likely challenger to two-time defending conference champion 11 in Eastern B. Just 4 starters return on offense, but they were all impact players at the skill positions. Junior QB Jordan Whitney learned a lot as a sophomore and should benefit from a more diversified Cougar gun that Parlin says will utilize 2 setbacks and the tight end more. Senior running back Isaiah Tracy is back after having a promising junior campaign cut short by injury. And so is the man who capably took his place last year, fellow senior Eric Berry. Senior wide receiver Cam Senek is a big target with big playability. The question for the Cougars is up front, where they were gutted by graduation, but a senior-laden line that had great success as underclassmen could be ready to fill the void. They have more experience coming back on the defensive side, where the secondary quartet of Whitney, Berry, Tracy, and Senek have shown a knack for causing turnovers. Coach Gary Parlin has been lobbying for years for Mount Blue to play a schedule with teams that reflect its own enrollment numbers. He's finally gotten his wish, and that means the Pine Tree Conference Class B just got more interesting.